we'll start to look at the effects of that judgment. We've looked at the content of the judgment, and that's what I handled in my last video. But this time around, we'll be looking at the effect. The effect are what comes out or what came out of the utterance that was made. Many things fall apart in this particular time when God released this judgment. There are ones that are not clearly stated in the book of Genesis, but other portions of the Bible made us to understand what went wrong. For instance, the state of man's heart was not stated in that book of Genesis, but in other portions of the scripture we saw that something went wrong. Immediately man sinned against God. Immediately man chose to rebel against God. Permit me to say at this juncture that rebellion still carries deadly consequences today. That's why you have to be very careful as a man in some suggestions that your woman gives to you that may make you to take a wrong decision that will lead to rebellion against God. Number 2, be careful how you take your decisions on daily basis. Here we see a man making a wrong decision and finally rebelled against God and judgment came. Now look at the first effect I will present. There are many other ones I will still be presenting to us. Look at Jeremiah chapter number 17, verse number 9, and it says, "The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it?" If you look at it from New Living Translation, it says, "The human heart is most deceitful and desperately wicked. Who really knows how bad it is?" If we look at it from the Message Bible, it says, "The heart is hopelessly dark and deceitful, a puzzle that no one can figure out." These are expressions that showcases the effect of that rebellion and the judgment that followed. The state of man's heart become, number 1, wicked, and number 2, it becomes very deceitful. And this is one of the outstanding effects of rebellion of man and the judgment that followed. The deceitful nature of human heart cannot be overemphasized. That is why today you hardly trust anyone. Even your wife that you are living inside a room or a house with, oftentimes when you trust her, she will disappoint you. Likewise, the man that you as a woman have entrusted your life to, when you accepted to spend your whole life with him, only to see him being deceptive in his approach of treatment towards you. You see him manifesting attitudes that is full of deceit. The more you trust him, the more deceptive he becomes. Likewise, the more you trust women, the more deceptive they become. What is the problem and what has gone wrong? The problem is that human heart, immediately man chose the path of rebellion against God, and God released judgment upon man, become deceptive and also wicked. When we talk about the wickedness of human heart, you can see it manifesting in different ways today. Imagine the type of killings in the land today. Shedding of innocent blood is just becoming a daily affair in our environment today. The wickedness cannot be overemphasized. Imagine a situation where a young girl will entrust his life on the hand of a young man who claims to be a boyfriend, only for the boyfriend ending up unaliving her. And so many other events today. That is the wickedness of human heart. That was as a result of human rebellion and judgment of God upon man. But still, we have to remember that God knows that he made man in his own image. Therefore, he still clamors for his relationship. In my next video, I will throw more light on the dilapidated state of mankind and God's yearning to restore man back to him that gave birth for God becoming man. Remember, we'll also treat reasons why God has to become man before the process of bringing man back will be accomplished. I remember Pastor Elisha, the rising voice in Africa and the reformer with a difference. I remain grateful for watching this video. Thank you.